Alright guys, welcome back to Pure Evil MMA. I have a very special guest with us here today who has an upcoming fight this weekend at ACB 87 going down May 19th on the main card. We got Robert Emerson joining us once again. How you doing, champ?
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, you got this fight coming this weekend over in Nottingham, England. How did this fight come about? Because I remember your last fight for Victory FC was over on UFC Fight Pass. How did ACB approach you for this fight?
Yeah, so it's been about a year or so since my last fight. I think we're just working with these guys, trying to work out contract negotiations for a while, and we finally figured all that stuff out. So, I've had like 5 or 6 opponents in a row actually fall through or get injured or back out. I think 2 or 3 alone for this promotion. So I've been ready in a camp basically. I've had like 4 camps back to back to back. And even the replacement fighters got hurt or pulled out. So I'm just happy to first get in there. It's been about a year now, a little bit over a year, and it's pretty cool. I get to go overseas. It's been about 12 years since I fought over in Japan and fought out of the country. So and that's one of the coolest things about this sport is traveling around and the whole life experience part of it. So I'm excited. I'm ready.
And you've had one hell of a career, man. Where haven't you gone fighting where you want to go next? Like, is there anywhere you want to fight that you haven't fought yet?
I'm pretty stoked on England. That's right. I want to go out there. I mean, I've never been to Brazil. I was supposed to go down there a few times, just work-related, but I never got to go. I mean, Australia would be beautiful, New Zealand, all those places. But, I mean, here on the U.S. soil, I think where fighting's big. And ACB, I think, is the biggest show in Europe right now. And they're trying to push it and blow it up. So it's cool to be fighting under their banner and be part of a big promotion like that that's going to such a strong direction.
So you're fighting this time at bantamweight. Is this the weight class that you're going to be fighting for over there?
I think so. Yeah, as of right now, yeah. I can always bounce up to featherweight as well, but right now the weight comes off fairly easy, man. And as I get older, these weight cuts are becoming. I mean, like the science is getting easier. It should be. Getting a little bit harder, but man, as long as I can do it and feel great, and my body's healthy, and I can make the weight cut healthy and still be able to perform, then I'm going to continue to stay here at bantamweight. We'll see. I want to talk to them doing some like kickboxing matches as well. I like to get involved in some kickboxing fights with them as well because they have a kickboxing division. They also have a no-gi grappling division and a gi grappling division. So Taquinho, my teammate, is actually the no-gi grappling champion of their show. So it's pretty cool. They got their hands in a lot of different pots, and they're doing some cool shit, making some pretty cool moves. It's nice to see an organization, spread their branches like that and do some cool things like that.
Yeah, they really blossomed as of late, picking up a lot of great talent. And this fight, man, like you said, you're going to be fighting for bantamweight, and you're cutting weight with some of the best people in the world. Are you still with the same team that helping Cyborg and everything? You guys still all together?
Yeah, I go out there individually and do that with her when she's cutting her weight. But out here in Arizona, I'm with the lab. So yeah, I do all the weight cutting.
So you're at the new.
Gather enough information and knowledge. You're big in this sport about 18 years of working with all the different coaches and nutritionists and fighters and stuff. So yeah, I'm basically on diet. I do like a high alkaline diet, basically year round, and that way my body just responds as best as it physically possibly can, on a cellular level. So I'm able to, still be able to keep my energy focused on the practices and the performance instead of wasting so much emotional and physical energy on the weight cut.
So you're at the new MMA lab, right?
Yeah. We just moved about a month ago. But yeah, same team, same coaches, same crew. And we're doing great, man. All of our guys are having a lot of success. We've gotten a lot of new guys in the UFC, and man, I'm happier than ever over there.
Yeah, you guys got like Lauren Murphy. You got Sugar Shane over there, Benson Henderson. Were you in Benson's corner for his last fight or no?
No. His last fight, he went up there to fought Roger Huerta and Bellator, but no, I wasn't there. We got our own group of guys that are all kind of booked that go to all the fights. So I think I was training for my fight actually.
So your opponent is Shamil Shakhbulatov, who's on a 7-fight win streak, I'm pretty sure, 9-1, but he's never really fought like the talent that you fought. Where do you think, what separates you from your opponent?
I think that's it. I think that's exactly it, is the experience. It seems like there's a group of these guys from over there that kind of get built up in the ACB's amateur show, which I think is called Young Eagles. And they have a bunch of fighters that kind of build up, and then I think he's one of those guys that kind of graduated to ACB from the Young Eagles show. So, yeah, those records could be padded, and just watching footage on him and stuff, and he's fought game opponents and stuff, but no one that brings the ferocity that I bring and the experience that I bring and the chin that I have, and yeah, I think it's style-wise, it's a great fight for me. And, man, I'm just excited to get out there. It's been a year. And get out there on the platform and perform again and do it and you know, give myself to the sport that I love so much. And I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm just ready. I'm excited.
I think ACB is doing a great job promoting themselves with putting themselves out on the Facebook platform. I've seen them do the Fight TV app. This time around, I'm pretty positive it's going to be on their Facebook page, correct?
That's what I think so. I've been told something like that. Yeah, so they're going to Facebook page live, and they also do all their videos are on YouTube and all that stuff also.
So one thing I want to talk to you about, man, is what's up with this new pet you got? You got like a scorpion or something?
Oh, no, that's not mine. That's one of my teammates out of, I think, Jam. Yeah, it's like an emperor scorpion or something. It's crazy. I think it's fat, too. You look like it's like a cockroach, but yeah, that's freaky, man. I still haven't seen one scorpion since I've been out here. My coaches catch them and bring them in as pets. Like, I guess they put the light on them at nighttime. They shine super bright like a fluorescent white. But man, I've been out here almost 3 years and I still haven't seen one scorpion. So
that's crazy. That's crazy, man. I remember even just going to Florida and seeing like those little tiny baby ones. But the one that I saw on your page, and everyone can go check it out at emerson.mma on Instagram. It looked like it was like in someone's like on a plate or something. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? But you actually have your dog with you all the time, right?
Yeah, that's my little buddy. He's with me all the time, 24/7. So I'm kind of bummed out for a couple weeks, but he'll be in good hands.
So everybody that remembers you from like when I was back in high school, I remember like 2007 when we were on that season of Ultimate Fighter. Just in case anyone's listening doesn't remember. You've really changed as a person. Like, if you look at Robert Emerson then and look at you now, you can definitely tell how much you've matured and really come into your own as a man. What has led to that? I mean, of course, we've heard all the high school stories and stuff like that. What's been the biggest thing that's really changed your mindset? Because that's something that can really help some people out there listening.
Man, I don't know how much time you got, dude, you know? To be honest, man, getting out of Orange County and relocating and getting out of my comfort zone was the best thing I ever did for myself, man. I lived in Orange County, was born and raised for 35 years, I think, and getting out of there and removing myself and getting away from everything, starting new, it's honestly spiritually, emotionally, and physically the greatest thing I've ever done for myself and to myself. And man, it's one thing I've grown accustomed to out here in Arizona. You think being by the beach your whole life, you kind of regret living out here in the desert. But, dude, there's like a calmness. The energy of it out here is thick, and it's like more, there's a strong connection out here. And I guess I've been that kind of like a freaking hippie, crystal hippie out here since I moved out here, you know, like, that's crazy, man. I just have a whole different respect for the human spirit, the human mind, and the body and the athlete, man. I'm a completely different person. I'm a different being now than I was, and I would literally go through every bit of emotional pain and physical pain that I've ever gone through in my 35 years. I would go through that again 1,000 times out of 1,000 times to get the perspective on life that I have now. And it's just so awesome to be able to apply this stuff to MMA. You know, I got one of my other little teammates, Kyler. He's actually on this season of the Ultimate Fighter. So we just geek out and talk about all this stuff, man, about the psychology of the human brain, the psyche of the athlete. We're studying, like, you know, sacred geometry and all this stuff. And, man, it's so awesome. It's so powerful to apply it to life, and especially apply it in this sport. You know, you have no team to fall back on. It's you and all your hard work in there in that cage with you alone. And, leave it up to the stars. And man, we're all here writing our life story, man, and it's a very empowering thing to discover that you have the pen in your hand, that you're writing your life story, that you're not a victim of life anymore. No matter what your circumstances are, it doesn't matter what happened to you, what job you got fired from, what girlfriend broke up with you, what kind of car accident you got into, what your bank account looks like. None of those facts matter. You can truly, truly change your situation and your life experience if you just believe you can change it and are healthy enough and your body's in the right physical state to do it, But that saying, most people are GMO'd out, they're drugged out, whether it's prescription drugs, street drugs, bad food, fast food. Your body and the cells of your body will literally vibrate at a lower frequency when you're all, knocked out like that, man. And so once you become clean and whole and sober and you're able to reach your human potential, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe not reach it, but every day you're reaching and you're achieving your potential. And as a martial artist, dude, that's like basically the freaking, to me, that's the definition of martial arts is achieving your human potential. And I'm just so honored and grateful that I've been in this sport, almost 20 years, and I'm still able to do it. And I still feel like my best performances lie ahead.
It's a learning experience throughout the way. I mean, how you handle situations, relationships that you've had. But the biggest struggle that people really, come with stumbling is every day keeping that motivation day by day and being inspired daily, waking up, being able to grind towards something that you're passionate about.
Right.
So.
Yes, that's the thing. There's a lot of roadblocks in life, and it's a daily adjustment because man, bad stuff's going to happen to you. Life's going to hand you a deck of cards, a hand of cards that you're not necessarily happy with, but has nothing to do with the hand you're dealt. It literally is how you play that hand. You know what I'm saying? But most people are so quick to play the victim card. They're so quick and so easily to be, oh, poor me, I lost my job, or poor me, he or she broke up with me, or poor me, this and that. None of that stuff matters, man. It all matters how you react to it. Life 100% is off how we react to people, places, and things. And when you realize that, man, it's a very empowering thing.
Somebody that you train with, Bruce Leroy, he's on that level with talking about, energies and things like that. Have you ever opened up with Bruce Leroy?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's my boy, man. We got me, him, and Kai are actually the three of us. We all talk about this stuff. And at practice, we all talk about it. And there's little videos going around, too, of us three sparring. We were sparring last for one of the sparring days, and we just broke out. We started just doing, 3-on-3, like one-on-one, where it was the three of us sparring each other, We're like, that's the most realistic kind of training that you can get. The cardio is, it was so much fun, dude, because we're just like, I don't know, it's just three energetic dudes all on the same page with this stuff, and we're just creating this, masterpiece. The rounds that are out there that they videotaped actually were, calmed down a little bit, I think, because we knew the coach was filming, but we were getting after it, man. It was pretty cool, and, yeah, I mean, if you think about it, that's probably how, the Spartans and stuff trained back in the day. They didn't go in there and train one-on-one. I mean, those guys were training for, hours of battle against numerous heads, so, dude, they probably had to train multiple guys at a time, and speaking about Spartans, after this trip, man, I'm going out there with my friend Jacob Harmon. We're going to go visit the freaking hot cage over there in Greece, so I'm super excited.
Wow.
This is going to be an awesome little trip, man. Yeah, we're set. We leave tomorrow and ready to go.
I think that was the same year you're on Ultimate Fighter. It was when 300 came out, right? 2007 to 2006?
Yeah, I think so, man. Yeah, I remember that coming out as a sponsor of the UFC, and I think Chuck Liddell had it on his shorts or something like that, and seeing up the canvas, and man, it's such a badass thing, dude. But yeah, just what those guys embodied. And, I've even talked to multiple sports psychologists and sports doctors that, and one of them in particular that was in Florida. He was working with GSP and at the time, and I read a bunch of his articles he sent me through email, and a lot of them were even how the Spartans would train back in the day. They knew about the power of believing in yourself, and one of the ways they used to train each other was they would stick a Spartan soldier at the end of a narrow corridor, and at the other end they would stick a raging bull, and that bull would charge down that corridor, and unless you kept your wits about you and jumped over that bull as it lowered its head to gut you with its horns, then you died, obviously. But if you kept your wits and you believed and visualized yourself and jumped over the bull had nowhere to go. It had to go straight, right? They can't go backwards.
Yeah.
And the narrow corridor was too narrow for them to turn side to side, so they can only go forward. And I guess that was a test to prove, like, I mean, how crazy is that they knew that back then? And it's that same concept, you know, like, we truly are beings powerful beyond measure, and literally anything in this life is possible if you believe it and set your mind to it. You know, there's an age-old saying, if you can conceive it and you believe it, you can achieve it. And that's a very, very real thing. And I'm so honored and excited that I can spend the rest of my life with this knowledge now, you know?
I'm actually currently reading the Book of Five Rings. I just started reading that book. But, you know, bringing back to, like, what you're talking about, like, the berserkers back in the day used to eat, like, magical mushrooms before they would go to battle. And, you know, based off, like, instincts and, like, it's definitely very interesting how the Spartans and all that. It's all very interesting, cool to...
Savage, bro. I love that, dude.
Yeah.
How crazy that is. Like, the concept of that, of berserkers eating shrooms and going into battle. Dude, when you eat shrooms, you're literally, like, elevating.
Oh, I know.
You are tapping into a new consciousness. Like I talked to BJ about this. You're literally, dude, you're just making gains mentally and spiritually, right? You're tapping into a new consciousness, and you're never the same again. And so, man, what a crazy thing. That's such a cool concept, man. Because all we're doing is creating every single day. We're literally creating or destroying, right? Or casting spells with our words and our thoughts and our intentions, or we're creating magnificent masterpieces with our words, with our thoughts, and with our intentions, right?
Yeah.
And those guys eating shrooms or whatever is just a way for them to tap into and increase that creative potential power.
Opening up new doorways that weren't open before, and being able to reach whether what your higher power is. I've definitely found my higher power with you know, meditation and stuff like that, which is something that I see you doing on a daily.
Man, dude, there's a lot of power to that. Not enough people take the time to stop and meditate and appreciate the little things. And man, for me, meditation is going out and just taking my dog for a walk and looking at nature and being as present as possible, and sitting on a rock and watching the sunset, and just being as present as possible in that moment. And there is truly, like, universal power that comes with being present in the moment. And when you do that, you're literally attracting these manifestations that you spent the rest of the day creating for yourself, right? It's like we literally go through this life all day creating whatever we want to happen and experience in this physical life. And then when you meditate and take time to pause, it's almost like, okay, now we're going to attract these things that I've been creating and thinking about and putting those vibes out. And it's a beautiful cycle. It's perfectly designed. The design is perfect, and man, that's why God as a creator is the most magnificent creator, because He designed this system, this universe that is truly flawless, and being created in His image, we are truly flawless beings ourselves.
Cycle, repeat, and requench. You know, man, unfortunately, when you're on that season Ultimate Fighter, you know, one of your cast members, Corey Hill, passed away a few years ago. Were you ever able to keep up with Corey? Because he was really one of my favorites on that season Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah, man, that is a shame. You know, may he rest in peace. And you know what? And I heard about that, but dude, the reality of it, he's not even resting, man. He's fine. He's living. He just returned back from a place that we initially came from, and that we're going to return to eventually ourselves. And you know, he had a blessed journey while he was here. What an experience he lived. He got to experience, and you know, may his family be blessed and all that. And it's hard to see the light when you talk about such dark things. But even death itself, I look at completely different now. I have a whole new concept of death. Or it's literally just a transition state, right? We're literally going from this place, literally, to what we came from. And because on a cellular and molecular level, dude, we're energy. You can't even argue that. It's quantum physics. It's already been proven by the most brightest minds in history. You know, Tesla, Edison, Einstein, they've all proved this. We're literally walking, breathing energy, and we just return to that same love source of energy that we came from initially. And man, it makes life such a treat when you figure that out and you get it. We never have to be worried or sad or
overstressed. Yeah. No, I always
Yeah,
you don't need to cry over spilt milk. I try spreading that message every day. Like, people get so frustrated and held back and hell bent over these things that will not matter a year from now. You know what I mean? So I really enjoyed the way that you look at life, and it's a pleasure having you on my show to talk about. Because every time you come on, we talk about something like this, and I find it so fascinating when people are on that level. Because there's been so many times when, you know, I was younger and I didn't think people got it. So it's awesome seeing, you know, people on the other side of the United States get it, and especially somebody in your position with power to influence. So, Rob, I want to thank you so much for coming on Pure Evil MMA. Before we let you go, though, it's only right if we ask you what people can expect when they tune in to watch you fight on May 19th at ACB 87.
And yeah, we talked about all the spiritual stuff and everything. I'm just I'm gonna go out there to perform to the best of my abilities. That's the best way I can put it. I'm just going to go out there and perform to the best of my abilities. And I've done all the hard work. I've checked all the boxes to make sure that happens. So, man, just keep an eye out for me. There's someone as an athlete, an athlete like me with this kind of knowledge cannot be denied, will not be denied. And I really, truly, firmly believe the best part of my career still lies ahead. So, keep an eye out for me.
Thank you so much, Rob. If you have any sponsors or anything at all, the floor is all yours.
Yeah, you guys can check out Lords and Lions at lordsandlions.com. That's a fitness MMA company. And the owners also did that the Hurt Business, that MMA documentary, and Generation Island. Just got done filming Generation Island 3, as well as they can check me on Instagram at MMA.Emerson or Emerson.MMA, and then yeah, that's it, man. Twitter, same thing, Emerson.MMA or MMA.Emerson is backwards for Twitter.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate you guys.
I'll post your links down below so everyone can just really quickly click those. And thank you so much, Rob. We wish you best of skill.
Thanks again, man. Talk to you soon.
Talk to you again.
Later.
There you go, guys. Robert Emerson from that season of Ultimate Fighter. Season 5, I mean, one of my favorite seasons. Between that, Ultimate Fighter 10, and now all the way season 27 right now. And it's crazy how far this has come, how many careers have opened up from that television show, and it's still running. I mean, there might only be 1 year left for the Ultimate Fighter, so it's really cool having people like Joe Giannotti come on. People like, we're going to have Brad Katona coming on as well. Suman's going to be stopping by. Luis Pena, I've been talking to him as well on Snapchat. He just added me back, and we've been I've texted him. I've had his number for a while. So, Robert Emerson, man, what a throwback. If you guys don't remember, he was on that season Ultimate Fighter with Nate Diaz, Manny Gambarian, Joe Lozon. I mean, what a great season that was. And he's still in the MMA scene with, you know, helping people like Chris Cyborg cut weight, and you know, BJ Penn. He's really good friends with BJ. Bruce Leroy training over at the MMA Lab, brand new gym over there. So shout out to them. We're hopefully getting Lauren back, or hopefully talking to Lauren again soon. She got caught up a little bit. But guys, today, UFC 224, I'm going to be doing the recap later on. It's going to be dropping on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, and right here on YouTube. I don't think I'm going to be doing that live, unfortunately. But if you guys just tuned in for this live, that was really a treat. I really love going back and forth with Robert Emerson. Like I said, there's so many times in this life where you just have rough days and you just don't feel like people can relate. And when you come across somebody like Robert Emerson that can share that knowledge with a lot of people don't open up like that. You can meet somebody, you can know somebody for years, and they won't open up like that. So it's special to have people like Robert Emerson, who you guys might not even know this about him. He, I believe, has Tourette syndrome, which means a lot to me to see how far he's come in his life with Tourette and the battles that he's overcome with, you know, being around the wrong crowds and placing yourself in situations that should have just been ignored. My little cousin has Tourette syndrome, and his little brother, my other cousin, has autism. So it's very inspiring to see this. Other athletes with autism or Tourette's, like Doomsday has autism. I've interviewed him before. You guys can check out that interview here on YouTube. But Robert Emerson, man, ACB 87 going down May 19th. So this weekend he's going to be on the main card. It's going to be going down on Facebook. I will try to share that link for you guys, even though I'm not on Facebook. I'll make sure we get that to you. You can find all the updates on mymmanews.com, which is where this interview is brought to you by. So thank you guys so much for stopping by. Pure Evil MMA, I'm your host, as always, Evil Eddie. Behave yourselves. White knuckles, till the end.